summer of 2020, MSC reinvented cruising, launching an excellent protocol called Cruise Safe Bubble. A protocol with very strict rules and regulation, which gave a second chance to an industry very badly hit by the COVID-19. The Safe Cruise Bubble was an excellent concept and worked perfectly, and actually was copied after that one by other cruise lines. Jump in time in January 2022. MSC Grandiosa was badly hit by very aggressive headlines in online and broadcast media all around the world. A lot of bad comments in different forums and online pages. And here I am on MSC Grandiosa, January 2022. The protocols are very clear explained. The rules and the regulation are given to everybody boarding a ship in two different letters. Last night, I decided to leave the yacht club, enjoy a cocktail and excellent live music in Grandiosa Lounge. Last night in Grandiosa Lounge, every rules written on that paper that I received on embarkation day were ignored. Rule number 1, it's mandatory to wear an FFP2 face mask to protect yourself and protect the others. I count a couple of passengers wearing their own fancy masks. Rule number 2, respect social distancing while on board. Last night, the layout of Grandiosa Lounge made absolutely impossible to respect social distancing. I had to move myself from one table to another to be sure that I wasn't too close to the fellow guests. Rule number 3, dancing, it's banned on board, trying to keep the social distancing and minimize the risk of cross-infection. Last night, the dance floor was quite busy. That's a better video without the wear a mask. And finally, another rule, do not congregate in big groups. Last night in Grandiosa Lounge, there are 3 different groups, quite young passengers, and they decided one moment to congregate around one table, maybe 15, 20 of them. And that was the moment when I decided that it's time to leave. It's quite difficult to put the blame only on one side. I think 50% is to blame the passengers. They are the one ignoring the rules, despite the fact that I'm sure that everybody received on embarkation day the letter stated what you are allowed and what you are not allowed to do on board MSC Grandiosa, especially after all the problems in the last couple of days. But let's be honest, 50% of the blame has to go on the MSC management leadership. Last night, there were a couple of crew members serving in Grandiosa Lounge, a manager, and everybody was witnessing how all these rules and regulations, they are ignored. I know that sometimes it's very difficult to contradict, to initiate a potential conflict with the paying passengers. But at the end of the day, it's about the safety of your guests, the safety of your colleagues, and to keep your job going on. Maybe I sound quite harsh, but with the position of my cabin, I have an excellent view in every port on shore. And to be honest, I'm sick and tired of seeing guests removed from the ship in ambulances or belly cabs. Behind us in La Spezia, it's MSC Fantasia. I've been there for a week. Actually, I left MSC Fantasia 3 days ago. For my stay on the ship right there, I never had for 1 second the feeling that I'm not safe, the feeling that the rules are not respected. I spent every night in Manhattan bar and everybody was wearing a mask. Everybody was respecting the social distancing. Everybody, and I'm talking about the crew, were able to challenge one of the passengers disrespecting the rules. It's sad, but to be honest, I will feel safer on MSC Fantasia than here on Grandiosa.